is stored under children. And my database leads me 2015, 2016. We have older databases here. This leads me to all my people, which are huge. When they sign up for First Beat Kids, they fill out paperwork, and we store it on here, and we have addresses, phone numbers, and that's going to take a minute to load. So here it is, children's data. This is everybody we have that's come this year or hasn't dropped off yet. 827 different families. So I'm going to show you some of our features. The big one here is volunteers. We have 208 volunteers right now on our list. And this has names, addresses, phone numbers, emails. And then as we start going down here, we start finding out what role they do, where they serve in, the class. Then we get to the big one. Every 3 years we rerun background checks and we kind of update these. So the CBN means do they need an updated background check, which we want to get these done by September. So every year there's more to do even if people haven't left. We have the date that they were completed. So some here, they need some new updated ones. And then we do a new leader orientation, and this box here shows if they've done the leader agreement, if they are, what does this box here show? Oh, if they're under 18, we have a little bit different process, and then if we've gotten a picture or name tag in. So this is something I look at pretty often. If I have questions on anyone, I can jump in here first and see what we have for our leaders. Very important. Right here, we have different inquiries. We have the different classrooms and who we have in there. Emails, birthdays. This just helps us do ministry. Kids love birthday cards. Kids love different information, allergies. It's all in there. We have our classes assigned by animal once they're under 4th and 5th grade. The 4th and 5th graders are too cool for that. So that's the database. I'm in this database several times throughout the week. So attendance is very important to me. I want to know who's coming, who's not coming. Now when they come, they have to sign in, which is fantastic. Then we keep really, really important and helpful attendance records. And these are under my admin, Carrie, who is just wonderful. And where is, yeah, here's Carrie. So I click on here. Then if I click on attendance, this shows the Sunday and the attendance by classroom. And then I can go somewhere else to find if a specific kid was or was not here. Now, the other thing that's super nice is we also do Kid Life attendance. This we do just a little bit different, so we have it set up by the years. Kid Life is like 200 kids a Wednesday, where Kid Church is about 350 kids, so it's a little more manageable. This is the coming year, so that won't have anything in it. But last year, we have the same sort of thing. We have each kid with each department, and we keep track of them when they're here. Then we also have a total number. So I can go in here anytime and see which kids are dropping off, and I go in here often. It's really good for recruiting too, because you see which parents are invested in the program. And then with that, you see the Kid Life attendance totals from year to year, each night that we have. So 215, 188. Last year we were up about 28% from the year before, which was phenomenal. So attendance is important for hopefully all the right reasons and none of the wrong reasons. But we want to know who to go after for spiritual formation. I have some more to tell you. This database information, it's really important to do labels. You just go into Word, you go up here to mailings, and then you click on what's called Mail Merge. You can do it either through labels. So anyway, there's a great easy way to print off labels and send those to our families. So Ron, I've been showing you everything that's on our public access, how we keep track of our people, databases, curriculum, teaching. We save everything we do. We keep track of it. There's some times where things will come up where we got to keep it confidential, or I need to keep it confidential. And I'm going to show you a special place on the computer that you too need to keep confidential. So this is only on my PC. And if I come and click this folder here, I can't do this on my Mac. If I go to U, this is private, which means only this computer, this logon, can you access these important files. I have lots of things here that I've kept on here. Most of them really aren't that confidential. But the one that is the incident reports. And then here we have, I'm going to actually leave there pretty quick, but here under incident reports, those are things we don't want everyday people finding and looking at. I alone know where those are, and it's good to keep things confidential. So that's pretty much how all my electronic files work, and I just love having everything right there on my computers, and I can also access almost anything through my phone, which is really nice and really helpful. There are some hard copy things that I'm going to show you how that works. I already showed you my filing system, but there's a few other things that I want to show you as well. So I'm going to take you on a little walk here. The question is, what do you do with confidential information like background checks with social security numbers on these pieces of paper? Well, my admin, who sits at this desk, she runs all of these background checks. We get a ton of them. Even people who never really pan out as volunteers fill these out, because before they can even observe a classroom, we do a background check. She keeps everything in here. It's locked. I don't even have a key. I could get one if I needed it. And if something comes up that's a red flag, she will notify me and give me the background check, and then I will follow up on it, which is a great system. And then she pulls those out every 3 years and reruns them as needed. So that's where the background check is. Now here's just another overview of my office. Do meetings here, team meetings here. We bring in more chairs, and there's 6 of us that meet. And got a few more things to show you. These cupboards over here, I don't use them all the time, but I do have a couple things in here. Really important to have gum, because you talk to hundreds of people on a Sunday. Got some cards, pens, stapler, tape. And then here, these are church policies, our church philosophy of ministry, our employee handbook, and then our safety thing. So that's in here. And then in this cupboard is I got my coffee mugs, and I got empty files that I can then use to file things. Now, what is an office without whiteboards? I use these whiteboards all the time. We're planning out our Kid Life curriculum here. I do a lot of this planning, and this is a team. Up there on the left is a meeting agenda from our last meeting. That was a day or so ago. And then over here are just some timetables to keep our team in line for recruiting, which is a huge part of our job, and then some of our Kid Life curriculum. And then this board over here is really important to me. This is all of our upcoming events that take place, and I write those all up there. And then to the right of that thick black line is our promotional strategy. So different event, we promote in different ways, but up top here we have the source or the means. Bulletin, video, poster, flyer, mailer. MailChimp is our email service. And then when or not are these things going to go out, how they're going to go out. And this board really keeps me organized. So to the right of my whiteboard, I have the event board. On the left, I have all of our events that are coming up in the next 2 to 2.5 months. Up top, we have how we're going to present the information, whether it's through the bulletin or video or email or social media. Now, different events take different amount of work. So our biggest events are Kickoff Sunday, Kid Fest, and the Kid Life launch. We do videos for, well, at least the Kid Life launch we do. Then some of our other events, we don't do very much promotion at all, especially for the general public. But this board is really, really helpful. When one event gets done, another one goes up, and it works really well. We have my bookshelf. This thing is great. Over here on the right, we have some binders. The two ones I use the most are this one right here. This is strategic initiatives, not just for me, but for the people that I oversee. And so that's something that I'll pull out often. And then this here is our game binder, which is all the games that we use for Kid Life and for camps and retreats, but it's mainly for Kid Life. We got some awesome games there. Sorry for the quality of this video. Here we have some curriculum resources that I'll use and look at, and then we have different Christian books that can be pretty helpful as well. Then some college school binders as well. As we go to the left, I get more into different commentaries, some more Christian books, my Bibles, more parenting and Christian resources. And then here it's really study tools, more theology, more commentaries. I'm missing some theology books because I just preached and the books are home because I did a lot of home study. More commentaries, and then over here we really have my language tools. You see my Greek grammars, got a Greek New Testament up here, and then way up here at the top, those are resources that I've looked at for developing our Kid Life, which is Life Group for Kids curriculum. Those are what other churches or other places have done that I've looked through and used to help create our own curriculum that are all on files on the computer that you saw. So that's my bookshelf. Well, Ron, there you have it. That's my office. That's how I get my work done. And it's nice to have an effective system that really works for me and helps me to be productive.